Well, hello again. So, this week, guys, I talked with John before. We do a lot of things. We do not only art, we do a lot of commercial work as well. And we are having a vlog, we are having a podcast, we are on every platform trying to create content everywhere. So I don't know how. This is the 10th edition of Live Chat. We completely forgot to mention that we do have a channel that we share with the artist group. We share with the world, basically. It's coming from John Bogdan Fine Art YouTube channel. And what that is, it's basically our experiences as a small entrepreneurs. We wish when we start this career to have all these answers, and we didn't. So what we've done with this podcast is to share with others our stories, and this is how we've done it, and this is no secret whatsoever. So guys, if you are watching us and if you are in need of ideas of how to run your creative business, please do check our vlog. John, you want to add more to this?
Yeah, it's just that there are different layers to that, because I do a blog, a written blog every week, and then I do a vlog, a video blog every week, and that's about 10 to 12 minutes long. And then I do a podcast that's available wherever podcasts are broadcast. And because we're doing the podcast, we go ahead and tape it, film it. So there's actually a video podcast. So we're out there all over the place. And again, as Bogdan said, we run into artists all the time. We work in a place where there are many, many artists, and through the people that we meet, and everybody seems to have the same kind of angst about running a small business. And doesn't mean any of us are that good at it, but some are, and we can learn from those folks. So as we meet people, as we learn things, we share it. And so we're all over the place.
And not only that, soon I am going to start a channel as well that is more technically oriented, like the thing, how to photograph, how to process, what you need, what kind of paper do you need to print, how to work a series, a collection, and so on. But those are small
tutorials.
Steps. I'm working on those. There'll be longer videos than yours, but I'm very excited, and I can't wait to share all my experiences with everybody.
But as Bogdan mentioned, this is episode 10 of our Art Chat, and amazing that we've been here 10 episodes already. A few housekeeping things. First of all, anything, in fact, everything is for sale. If you're interested in buying, please let us know. If you're on Facebook, I could just send us a message or email, whatever works. And like I say, everything's for sale. In fact, the furniture behind me, if you see anything you like, let me know. We'll sell anything. And as Bogdan mentioned earlier, if you weren't here, if you're on Facebook, we can't see you right now, but we will go back and check all the comments afterwards. So please understand that, and feel free to leave us any messages, and we'll get to those. Anything else we need to do for housekeeping, Bogdan? And depending upon where you are in the world, we can ship anything to you wherever you are, including that sofa, which we're dying to get rid of.
All right. So
this is Joe.
We're going to move.
Hey, Joe.
Joe Mama.
Okay, Bogdan, you ready?
I'm going to put Joe in a
Joe Mama. Joe Mama. Really?
Those guys are funny. Anyway, so moving to the share screen, let me share with you the slideshow. Now, very briefly, we want to mention again that the Artists at Silver Sea Studios exhibition is still up. It's up until June 4. And we have several pieces. I I do have 5 pieces on display. These are the 3 ones from the Synopsis series, and I have 2 from the In Motion series. And hopefully this coming Saturday, it's an open Saturday, they will find a home. You have 2, you have 5 as well, right, John?
I have 5. The first 3 are the ones that we were initially awarded, and then there was some extra room, so we were able to put up a couple of others. So Atutaki is on paper, 9 by 12. It's a acrylic mixed media on paper. The Fire Break is one of 5 in a series I call my Fire series, and it's a 16 by 20. Also 16 by 20 is Golden Dawn, which is one of my favorites, and hopefully these things will get some attention while they're on exhibition, and hopefully sell some.
Well, I know that she's watching, got a lot of attention.
She is still creating lines in the hallway, and people are spotting her ruler, and she'll hit you. It's enormous. It's like 7 feet tall.
And it's so unusual when you think a lot of people, and they think, oh, I'm going to buy a piece of art. Everything has to be in a some sort of a serious approach. Well, no, not necessarily, right?
Well, it's serious if she hits you. And the other one I just love was called Seed.
Yes, right here.
Yeah, and that's a 36 by 36 acrylic.
Anyway, so we're moving forward. There was a busy week indeed. We've been to some exhibitions around Houston, and this is the images you see now on the screens, if this will ever work, are from AVM Hawkins.
Mm-hmm.
The exhibition is called Homecoming, and it was on display at John Ross Palmer Gallery in the Heights.
Yes, AVM is one of the escapists in that program run through John Ross Palmer's studio, and so he's featuring some of the people who are graduating, and she did her show. It was lovely and great to see her again too.
Yes, the whatever she put together was fabulous. And then another show we've been through was at Photo Relevance, and this show was called The Constructed Self by Karen Navarro. And she does photography, but in a more sculptural approach.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful work. And she's over at Photo Relevance. She's represented by them.
Moving forward, we have a second Saturday open studios at Sawyer Yards and, of course, at Silver Steel Studios. And you can come and visit us. I am in Studio 111, and John is in Studio 108. Mm-hmm. And generally, the studios are open from 12 to 5 in the afternoon. But we often go there a little earlier. So if you have a early morning Saturday, come and visit us.
Yes, and this is just in time for Mother's Day. So if you haven't bought your present yet,
absolutely,
think it's a good place to buy some art, jewelry, lots of things.
Another thing, another surprise, a new thing that the artists at Silver Steel Studios organize this time. It's a 10 by 10 sale, and you have a piece in there as well, John, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it'd be great to come out and support not only the Silver Street artists, but Friends for Life. Some proceeds will go towards this organization.
That's a no-kill shelter in Houston. Mm-hmm.
And you, John, you're still on Artsy and Zona Mako. Is still that show going on?
Well, Zona Mako finished on Sunday, and from all accounts, the attention that the studio that the gallery got in Mexico City was great, and so there's already some fallout of sales and people needing representation. So it seems to have been a real success. The Artsy show is still up till June the 4th, I believe. So all of the things that are available on Artsy are still for sale. So there's mine, El Tunel. And if you're going to Artsy, look up Dab Art, DABART, And that's the gallery that's actually sponsoring this sale.
Mm-hmm. What's up with your new series you're working on?
Lots going on with Banca Marga. Banca Marga is my new series that I have my first solo show in July here at Silver Street Studios. And lots going on here. I've got about 20 works, and I'm going to do a series every 5 years until I'm 80 years old. And that's not as far away as it may sound. So I'm doing a total of 100 pieces in 5 different shows over a period of 20 years. So this is the groundbreaking show. This is a great time to get in while it's still cheap, before I'm famous and before I'm dead. And so I met with John Ross Palmer yesterday, and we're doing a dedication page to him, showing appreciation for the kind of inspiration for the series. And then I just spoke with Princess Karaja last night, Princess Brianna Karaja from Romania, who is going to do the kind of introduction page dedication for the catalog. So lots going on, and I'll give you a sneak peek. This is one of them, and I just love the series. It's amazing, and if you would like to see it in person, you have to wait. Come to the show in July. We'll probably have a couple of VIP events before, but generally you can't see them until July, and then you're stuck again for 5 years. So very, very excited. The opening is, the show starts in July. The reception is July the 9th. So if you're in town, that's great. If you're not in town, we will have a virtual way to participate in the event as well. So delighted.
And not only that, I keep forgetting to mention this. Why are we organizing these live chats, and why are we streaming them on Facebook? Both John and I'm from Romania, and we both, our past life, we live abroad, and our community is all around the world. So we have friends and collectors everywhere, and this is our way to let them know that we are still here, we are doing well, we are working just as they remember, and that we miss them, of course.
And we're also here to feature some pieces. Do you have your first piece?
Actually, before I...
Because it's 20 after.
Yes.
Oh, it's 17 after.
The piece, I want to say a thank you to a collector who showed
up
please. Last Saturday.
Ah, yes.
Picked up these 3 pictures from the studio, and not only she picked up some random pictures, she looked for to create some sort of a triptych, I think it's called in English. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, I was all over the moon.
They're delightful, and she seemed very, very happy.
Now, moving forward, my very first feature artwork is called Summer Dream, and it's actually a surreal sort of approach. I'm a collector of old photography, and actually the people that you see in this image is my grandmother and my uncle, her brother. And she was probably 14, 15, I don't know about him. And I thought I want to recreate the story. So I scanned these old pictures, I completely recolored them, and I wanted to create this fantasy world. I have a series of these ones, this kind of styles of photography. It takes a long time to put it together and to make a story out of nothing. And let me see, this is let me show you some details of that. I mean, everything is amazing about them. I found them so lovely, look at the dress. At some point, she told me that they were so poor back in the 40s that to have a dress, it was something like a luxury. She would never wash these dresses. She would make yes, she would make sure that after they wear it to whatever occasion, they are intact because they couldn't afford to wash them and destroy them. Anyway, so yeah, here on the screen you have the original picture, and then my version is on the right. And now, if you look on the left side, on the black and white photography, there's some scratches, white scratches, and actually that was my idea of creating some birds from, you know, those girls that are on the back on the yellow picture actually were influenced by those scratches. And I thought, what if I add some flying birds? And this is how this image was constructed.
I absolutely love this series, Bogdan, and they're all family photos, and you've got these old crumbling pictures that you keep guarded away because they're so precious and so aged. And yet this is a way to bring them back to life and to bring them into a picture that you could actually put into your home and decorate your home and still have the images of your ancestors, of your loved ones. So I just think it's a remarkable way to approach it. You could do these on commission, right? You could do these to match whatever lifestyle colors that people have.
Some commission with these ones as well. And this particular one, you know, it's just a small run. It's a 15 edition. They have been a while on my studio on the wall. And then at some point in time, somebody showed, you know, actually, I've seen this picture on your wall for a long time and I'm dreaming of it. So I said, I'm going to buy it right now. So number 1 out of 15 has been sold some time ago.
I'm worried about the time, Bogdan.
You worry about the time? Well, we have
time is it?
We have all the time, John.
Yeah, because your stuff.
Photograph is called Stack Party, and you know, from time to time, I like to create some fun work that, you know, could look great in a kid's room or above the fireplace. Some people buy these ones to decorate a Christmas theme. I think a photograph like this one can be great in any time of the world. You know, actually, John, let me. How
did you convince the deer to stay still?
Ask these guys in Yocom, Texas. I found that deer on a wall, actually.
In a restaurant.
It was dead, and I bring it back to life.
Yes.
So I have it here. If you want to see the size of it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Really love the colors in it.
Yeah, and it's fun, you know. I do a lot of photography, but sometimes I need to create something fun for.
Did you want to show the other? Did you want to show the other one? Because we can see it.
We're here. Yeah.
To get the size.
It's a 16 by 20.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Fabulous. So this is what I have to share with you today, and I think it's your turn to talk about.
Which one will come up first?
Give me a second to switch to the share screen, and the first one.
Yonder.
You want to tell us something about it?
Yes, this is the painting I call Yonder. You know, if you've looked at if you've seen most of my work, it's tends to be very, very busy in its composition. This one actually is too. This one, the bottom portion is very textured and is many, many colored. And what I did was I said, you know what? I am always drawn, even though I paint with lots and lots of detail and very busy, I'm very, very much drawn to the very simple kind of monochromatic or very large chunks of color. And I said, okay, so I'm going to take this landscape, and it was blue sky and looked like flowers in the field. And I said, you know what, I'm going to change it. So I put the two tones of gold over the top, kind of highlighted the horizon, and then I started sanding. I took sandpaper to the painting and started to bring out some of the color underneath the layer of gold on the top. And I just really like the look. It's one of those things, as I mentioned before, if you see this painting from across the room, it looks like two rectangles of color. If you get close to the painting, and let's face it, most of us don't live in palaces, so we end up getting fairly close to our paintings in the hallways. And when you're up close, you have a completely different experience of the painting. You can appreciate the texture and the color peeking through. So I just really enjoyed painting this one, and it is quite different from what is mostly hanging in my studio. I think I'll probably do more like it.
So very pleasant and very calming in a way.
Mm-hmm. And you know, I went to school here in Houston at University of St. Thomas, and the Rothko Chapel is on campus. So I spent a lot of time with, and really have a great love and appreciation for those large, kind of moody pictures. And in fact, this one I call Moods. This one is actually a protest painting. I had a woman come into the studio, and she said, "You sure like busy." So I went home and painted this. So it's basically just, some chunks of color on a blue background. Very, very textured. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, we're on the slide. That background is very, very textured. You can actually feel it with your fingers. And then I put these giant chunks of paint in fact, I think I used a credit card. No, I believe I used my museum membership card because I figured Fine Art Museum would be an appropriate way to lay on paint. So this one is just, again, abstract, but it's very, very moody, large colors, really depicts a very different kind of thing than I'm normally doing. These are both 16 by 20. And gosh, the light's terrible in here.
And can you show us the other one as well?
Of course.
I mean, we've seen it on a slideshow, but it would be great to see it live. Oh, that's lovely.
It's all metallic paints, the golds. So there's kind of a copper and a gold. And then as you get closer, you can see the texture is quite strong on the bottom, less so on the top. Anyway, I just thought they were kind of moody and kind of different from the other kinds of things that you'll see in the studio. So I thought I'd share them with you guys today because, I can do other stuff.
Did you do something with your teeth today?
Yes, we both did. Congratulations. We both hurried this morning because we had teeth cleanings. And I had to have gas and deadening gel.
You are high.
Yeah.
In a good
She wouldn't give me a shot of tequila, I asked.
Anyway, guys, thank you for being here. And this is what we have to share with you this week. Follow us on YouTube, follow us on our social media accounts. Get in touch with us anytime you see something that you like. We'll be glad to give it to you, to share it with you, share our knowledge.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful week. Come by the studios. We're open second Saturday. We're also open next week on Saturday for the third Saturday at the Silver Street Studios. If not, enjoy this. If you're in a part of the world where it's springtime, enjoy the springtime. If not, I guess it's fall.
And thank you, Ryan, for being here.
Can I ask a question?
Of course you can.
So, how did you decide on the name Stag Party?
Well, I thought it was kind of a party feeling in my world. I associate that kind of image with kind of a winter theme popular dance that we call capra, which means it's a god that's coming at the door to wish you all the best and all the good luck for the new year. And capra, it's it's a god that it's very ornated. It has a lot of flower. It's very rich. I wish I have an image of this, but
we have a doll of one. It might be behind you.
It's
not up there.
Don't have it.
We moved it. We moved it.
But I talked with John, and John said, very little people know about that, so you can't really call it Romania in a Romanian way. So I said, can you help me with a name that it's more appropriate for a collector in US?
And we've got the play on words, a stag party being the party you have before your marriage.
That's why I brought it. So yeah, it's not we call it a bachelor party. Like, I think it's more like this Australian comedy I've been watching. They call it a stag party. Like,
do they do stag?
It's a little more British, like Australian sort of thing. But I was just checking to see if y'all were like correlating that in any way. I mean, I love the piece and the title, so that's cool.
Yeah, it was a play on words, and obviously the deer looks drunk and like he's partying in the West. Seemed appropriate. Lovely. Well, everybody have a wonderful week, and we will see you next time. If we don't see you sooner, have a lovely time.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Thanks.